The night was a canvas of chaos, painted with the fury of a relentless storm. Rain lashed against the ancient glass, and thunder roared like a beast. Through the swirling fog, a lone figure emerged. Lila, driven by an unknown compulsion, approached the mansion's imposing entrance. The heavy oak doors, seemingly inviting, creaked open with a groan that echoed the mansion's age. She stepped inside, her heart pounding. Before she could fully comprehend her surroundings, a sudden gust of wind slammed the doors shut behind her, plunging the entrance into deeper shadow. A chilling silence descended, broken only by the distant storm. Lila's voice, a mere whisper, cut through the oppressive air. "Who's there?" She called out, her voice trembling. The only reply was the mournful howl of the wind outside, a sound that offered no comfort. Every step she took sent a protest through the old wooden floorboards, each creak echoing ominously in the vast, silent house. The lantern's beam danced across the walls, revealing fleeting glimpses of shifting shadows in the corners of her vision, playing tricks on her mind. Then a sound, barely audible, yet undeniably present. Whispers, soft and chilling, seemed to coil around her, calling her name. A sudden icy breeze brushed past her, raising goosebumps on her arms and sending a shiver down her spine, despite the closed doors. The lantern, her only source of comfort, began to flicker violently, its light struggling against an unseen force, threatening to extinguish. She pressed on, entering the grand main hall. Ornate portraits lined the walls, their painted eyes seeming to follow her every move. The hollow eyes of the portraits seemed to hold ancient secrets, their gazes piercing the gloom, making her feel utterly exposed. Suddenly a deafening bang echoed from upstairs, shattering the fragile silence. Lila jumped, her heart leaping into her throat. Her own heartbeat thundered in her ears, a frantic drumbeat against the oppressive quiet. Every nerve ending screamed in alarm. An undeniable presence filled the air, a cold, watchful gaze that she couldn't see but could acutely feel. She was not alone. Without warning, the lantern sputtered one last time, then died, plunging Lila into absolute, suffocating darkness. The darkness was a living entity, pressing in on her from all sides, disorienting her senses, stealing her breath. Then a faint, icy touch brushed her shoulder, a phantom caress that sent a jolt of pure terror through her. She spun around, heart hammering, desperate to identify the source. Her eyes fell upon a large, ornate mirror. Reflected back was her own image, but twisted, distorted. A sinister smile stretched across her mirrored face, a smile she wasn't making. From the deepest shadows, a spectral figure began to coalesce, its form shimmering, its presence radiating an ancient malevolence. It whispered, its voice a cacophony of unintelligible sounds, yet the meaning was clear. A threat, a warning, a curse. All around her, doors began to slam shut with violent force, one after another, trapping her further within the mansion's grasp. The storm outside intensified, its fury mirroring the chaos within. Windows rattled violently, threatening to shatter under the onslaught. Lila stumbled backward, her face a mask of pure terror. The mansion had become a living nightmare, and she was caught in its grip. Amidst the chaos, her eyes fell upon an old, leather-bound diary, lying open on a dusty table, a beacon in the encroaching madness. She snatched it up, her trembling fingers tracing the faded ink. A single chilling sentence stared back at her. "You cannot leave. The words solidified her fear. Her hands, already shaking, now trembled uncontrollably, the diary almost slipping from her grasp. From the depths of the mansion, faint footsteps began to echo, growing louder, closer, with each agonizing second. The air around her grew colder, a bone-chilling cold that seeped into her very soul, a harbinger of something truly sinister. Panic seized her. With a desperate cry, Lila bolted towards the front door, her only thought to escape this living tomb. She reached the door, fumbling with the handle, but it was locked, sealed shut by an unseen, unyielding force. The wind outside howled, a mournful dirge. Then a whisper, cold and intimate, brushed against her ear from directly behind her. "Welcome home, Lila," it breathed, a voice that promised eternal captivity. Her lantern, her last hope, flickered one final time, then absolute silence. The storm outside seemed to cease, the mansion's horrors settling into a chilling, permanent stillness. Did you enjoy this spine-chilling tale? If you crave more supernatural horror and suspense, don't let the darkness claim you alone. Subscribe to my channel for more terrifying stories and mysteries that will keep you awake at night. Join our community of thrill seekers. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a new nightmare. Share this video with a friend who loves a good scare. Until next time, stay vigilant.